In this video, I'm sharing 7 Amazon FBA secrets that Amazon doesn't want you to know. My name is Daniel. I'm co-founder of Pidapi, and we've generated $500 million in revenue through e-commerce sales. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video so you can come back to it and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all Amazon-related strategies. The first secret is about the Amazon advertising campaign recommendations provided through the automated tools and the personalized support from Specialist. These recommendations you receive via email from Amazon employees, they're free because you are the product. You have to remember that anytime something is free, you are the product. Amazon knows exactly how much your competitors are bidding for the same keywords that you're bidding on. They use this information to your detriment. We've analyzed hundreds of these recommendations, and every time we see that Amazon will lull you into a false sense of security by recommending bid decreases on inconsequential keywords. But their true goal is to get you to increase your bids somewhere else so that they make more money, and that's exactly what they recommend for you to do. These recommendations are designed to get Amazon more profit, not you. Think about it. With a company as large as Amazon, why would they have so many employees imploring their customers to give them less money? It doesn't make any sense. And if you think about it logically, of course they can't really help you because they don't know your cost of goods. They don't know your break-even points, and they don't care. Their recommendations don't factor in your profitability into their equation. They don't have your cost limits. They don't guarantee a cost of acquisition. That would be bad business for them. Their number one objective is to increase your ad spend. They'll never guarantee profitable delivery, and if they can get you to increase bids on some of the category's most competitive keywords, then they don't even have to send the recommendations to your competitors. Your competitors will then be forced to increase their bids on their own if they want to keep showing up for those same search terms. That's why Amazon's number one objective is to get you to increase your ad spend. Another way they do this is to sneak in a lot of brand search terms into your campaigns. These are people already searching for your specific brand name. So when Amazon does this, the campaign will look really good because, of course, people looking for your brand want to buy from you. So this is going to decrease your costs, but it really hides the fact that they're putting in a lot of unprofitable keywords into the campaign and then using your own brand terms to muddy the waters, muddy the data, and keep that information hidden from you. So to recap, never blindly trust Amazon's advertising campaign recommendations. Secret number 2, a product insert card providing customer support contact information is one of the most effective ways to proactively address customer issues and prevent them from escalating into negative public reviews. Amazon makes it incredibly easy for customers to return items and get full refunds. Oftentimes, they won't even require the customer to return the item. They will just reimburse them in full if they have even the slightest question about your product. While some may see this as good customer service, it's actually missing an opportunity to help the customer reach their desired outcome. Think about it. A customer bought your product for a specific reason. They have a need or a want, and they view your product as part of the solution to their problem. Therefore, if Amazon just gives them their money back the moment they express any confusion about the product, that doesn't really help them. Amazon's employees are not trained on the specifics of your product. They've never even heard about your product or brand. Therefore, true customer service is addressing the customer's need and helping them fix the problem they sought out to solve. Then, not only will you help the customer, you will also improve their overall perception of your brand. You'll have the opportunity to help them solve their issue and use the product as intended, and they will have an overall positive experience with your brand, and they will see the type of customer service you provide, the principles you stand for, and what your brand is all about. Where before with Amazon, they would have just received their refund, not been happy with your product or your brand, and maybe even left a bad review as they were disappointed. Obviously, product reviews are huge on Amazon, so everything you can do to give you an edge is a big advantage, and this is one of those things. And as a bonus, you could have the customer support call out on one side of the product insert, and on the other side, you could have a cross-selling opportunity, a call out, so that if they like one of your products, they can go back to your brand store and buy more. So if your your packaging allows, this is something that should definitely be implemented. Keeping on the theme of Amazon reviews, the third secret that Amazon doesn't want you to know about is their half-hearted attempt to police fake unverified reviews on their website. Earlier this year, Amazon released many press releases about how they're teaming up with the Better Business Bureau to combat fake reviews. However, if you've ever tried to surface fake or unverified reviews to Amazon that you know are suspicious, you'll find that they're very reluctant to take any action at all. You click the report button on the review, then you email customer help, maybe you try to open a case on Seller Central and Brand Registry, yet nothing happens. There's a reason for this. Less than 1% of these reported reviews are reviewed by an actual human. Amazon is relying almost entirely on AI to try to determine which of the product reviews are legitimate and which are fraudulent and or violating Amazon's policy. If you do want the AI to remove a review, you have to provide substantial evidence that the review is either fake or in violation of a policy. You can't leave anything up to interpretation or assumption or logical conclusion the way that you would with a real human being. And even when you do provide all of that evidence, the AI then triggers the case to be reviewed by an actual human. So even though the AI is reviewing it, the AI won't remove anything itself. It's got to kick it to a person to review and remove it. So when you see Amazon talk about cracking down on fake reviews, take it with a grain of salt. The next secret is lightning deals and promotional events like Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I'll tell you what I mean by this. Unless you have a commodity, you only need to offer the minimum discount, which is typically 20%. People are just looking for an excuse to buy your product, especially as we approach these big sales events that Amazon promotes very heavily every time someone logs into the app, not to mention all of the off-platform advertising they do as well. So days or even weeks prior, customers will start looking for products they want. Maybe they save them in their cart or on a wish list and they keep an eye on it. This indicates they're looking for a reason to buy your product. When that promotion comes around, it really doesn't matter to them if the discount's 20%, 25%, even 30%. They've already predetermined that if there is a discount, they're going to buy it. Therefore, you're not increasing your conversion rates if you do 25 or 30% versus the minimum 20% discount. And then, of course, your margins are higher if you do the minimum. And if you do unnecessary larger discounts, you're hurting your margins in the long run. Now, if you're a commodity and they're just looking for the cheapest option and don't necessarily care about which brand or the quality as much, then that's a different story. But for non-commodity items, it's not always beneficial to run the steepest discount. The fifth secret is related on how you manage cases with seller support. So over the last few years, Amazon has largely outsourced their support staff to overseas. 5 years ago, I could call Amazon from multiple different accounts for multiple different reasons, and it would not be surprising if I got the same representative that I had spoken with many times before in that same week or even months prior. In fact, I would often be on a first name basis with many of these people. Shout out to my guy Robert in North Dakota. Every time I talked to him, I would say, "How's your day going?" And he would always respond by telling me how many cups of coffee he had that day. He was a great guy, as were many of the other people we talked to on the Amazon support team. Many of them were in North Dakota or Minnesota years ago. These days, it is extremely rare to get a US representative on the phone. Most of the time, you'll be speaking with someone in India or the Philippines. A couple of years ago, it was common to speak with people in Costa Rica, and they were very knowledgeable. Unfortunately, that's just not the case anymore. Amazon has so much turnover in those departments, and they rely heavily on AI now to help their representatives kick the can down the road, to be quite honest with you. So it's important to know this when dealing with seller support, whether it's over chat, an email case, or on the phone. They often don't know what they're talking about. That's the truth. I'm sorry. I don't mean to splash you in the face with cold water, but that is the reality. So what that means for sellers is you have to do your own research and be very knowledgeable about the policy related to the specific issue you're dealing with. Do not take what they say at face value. I cannot tell you how many times we've had to tell an Amazon seller support representative, "You are wrong. That is not your policy. Here is the policy. Here's a link to the policy. Now I need you to take XYZ action." Once you do that, they acknowledge you were right, they apologize, and they do what you need them to do. It's not personal, but I can't let someone who doesn't understand the platform hinder my sales and revenue. I have a team and a family to provide for, and I'm sure you do too. Amazon doesn't want you to know that you have to be teaching seller support what to do in order to achieve your desired outcome. Secret number 6 is related to ranking positions in the search algorithm. If you sell on Amazon, you know you'll receive emails all the time from people, oh, if you put this keyword in your listing, you'll rank better. It's all BS. Keywords are only relevant when you launch a product and it's in the honeymoon phase. If your listing has been on Amazon for years, then Amazon already knows what search terms it converts for. If you change all of your backend keywords to be about basketball, but you sell a toothbrush, it's not going to start ranking your toothbrush for basketball search terms because it already knows it won't convert. The algorithm has so much data showing what you do and what you don't convert for. Therefore, the only way to increase your ranking positions truly is to increase your conversion rates. Think about it. The search algorithm is about what makes Amazon the most money, period. That's it. They don't care about how relevant you think you are. Their system is designed based on relevancy. It's about search term to conversion ratio. Think of it this way. What would Amazon want to rank number 1? A $29 gift basket that converts 10 out of 100 visitors, or a $60 gift bag that converts 20 out of 100 visitors? Of course, it's the $60 one that converts higher. Why? Since it converts better, it makes Amazon the most money. Amazon tracks the money they make off every single fee, every single transaction, and the algorithm is calculating what makes Amazon the most money. And what makes Amazon the most money will be what customers want, because the more customers buy on Amazon, the more money Amazon makes. Are you starting to see a pattern? Amazon knows that all of their customers are Amazon's customers, not customers of your brand. If they were, they'd be shopping on your website and not Amazon. Amazon knows that if the customer doesn't buy from you on their platform, it's not like Amazon is going to miss a sale. They're just going to buy another option in the search results, whether it's an alternative or a substitute. Amazon's customers will buy from Amazon for the unparalleled convenience. Their model is, if you disappear, they'll just find an alternative on the marketplace. And it's not just about being the cheapest option, as we discussed. If you're cheaper but someone else is more expensive and they have a better product that converts more, they'll outrank you. Being cheaper isn't the end-all be-all. Amazon tracks even repeat purchases. If there's an ASIN that they know has a very high customer lifetime value, that's more money they can make and more reason for them to rank it higher. At the end of the day, it's all about making your offer so competitive that you outconvert everyone else so that Amazon ranks you highest, because Amazon will make the most money on you. And now the 7th and final secret, an FBA Logistics Secret that can dramatically impact your profit margin, especially during peak season. 2 main options for sending your products into Amazon's fulfillment centers, and that is small parcel delivery, otherwise known as SPD, which is your individual boxes, usually through a carrier like UPS or FedEx. And then you have less than truckload, or LTL, which is your bulk shipments of boxes stacked on pallets. Now, as a general rule, and I'm sure you already know this, LTL is supposed to be the more cost-effective option for larger shipments especially. You're leveraging the lower freight rates that come with shipping pallets instead of handling 100 individual boxes. But here's the secret that Amazon doesn't tell you. The affordability between LTL and SPD can completely flip-flop depending on the time of year and the size of your shipment. So why this happens is 2 big factors: peak season surcharges and the LTL minimum charge. First, the LTL minimum charge. Every time an LTL truck shows up to your warehouse or 3PL to pick up a single pallet, there's a baseline minimum fee to cover the logistics: the driver, the truck, the fuel, the scheduling. If your inventory volume is small, that fixed minimum charge eats up a huge portion of your freight bill. Your cost per pound suddenly skyrockets. The second, peak season madness. LTL is slow, methodical. So during peak seasons, which I would define as September through January, carriers get completely swamped. They can't guarantee on-time delivery. Amazon's receiving docks are clogged, and your delivery appointment can get pushed back for weeks. For these reasons, LTL carriers can hike their rates, and the entire system can slow to a crawl. So you might find that sending a large shipment as a small parcel delivery instead of LTL can not only save you money, but it can get your products checked in faster and help you to avoid massive holiday logistic headaches. So make sure that when you're creating shipments during these time periods, check the difference between LTL and small parcel on your specific account to see if there's savings you can have and obviously get your products in faster as well. If you found these 7 secrets valuable, then I want to tell you about the next level, the Pidapi Amazon Seller Club. Over the years, while scaling brands to millions in revenue, my team and I have built the proven systems, strategies, and resources to make successful Amazon selling repeatable, not reliant on luck. Since we can't work one-on-one with every brand out there, we've packaged everything we've learned into this exclusive club so you can apply it directly to your business. Here's what you gain immediate access to when you join. 1, the complete Seller Central blueprint. This isn't surface level beginner tips, it's deep practical video training on topics that actually control your success and profitability. Advanced advertising strategies that aren't Amazon's recommendations, creative asset optimization, sophisticated inventory management, profit maximization, revenue recovery, and the ever critical skill of revenue recovery from Amazon mistakes. This is proprietary knowledge that Amazon hopes you never figure out because, frankly, when you become this efficient, it cuts into their margins. You also get the keys to our entire library of exact guides, templates, pre-written letters that we've used for a decade. These are the tools that instantly solve chronic problems, from fixing complex catalog errors and restoring account health to unlocking crucial inventory space and cutting through Amazon's endless red tape. No more guessing, just copy and paste solutions that work. A huge selling point is personalized weekly assignments. This is what truly separates the Seller Club from anything else out there. We don't just give you content, we give you actionable direction. We'll personally review your listings and give you clear, precise assignments designed to improve your search rankings, boost your click-through rates, raise your conversion rate, and most importantly, drive both revenue and profit in your specific business. Know that the Pidapi Seller Club is invite only. We only work with sellers ready to take their business seriously. So you'll submit an application, we'll hop on a quick call, and if it's the right fit, you're in. The club isn't for everyone, but if you know you need to stop guessing and start implementing proven strategies, this is what you've been waiting for. If you're ready to take action, click the link in the description or on our profile. I'll put a link somewhere. Fill out your information and let's get you on a call. If you're not ready to step up, that's okay. Hit subscribe and we'll keep sharing insights every week. But if you're still watching right now, I have a feeling you're not just here to learn, you're here to win. And if I'm right, I'll talk to you soon.